Symphonic Band. The first two we're going to play for you, I told you to remember the name Brian Balmages. Brian is a composer who went to James Madison University right here in Virginia and is actually one of the more prolific composers right now for this grade level, this age specifically. And over at Mark Twain Middle School, they're having him, they're commissioning him to write a piece for them, and so they're bringing him out here to work with their band. And I got an email from their director that said, hey, he's going to be in the area. Would you like to have him come and work with your students also? Duh, of course I would. So we purposely selected music that was written by him for the classes that will be meeting on the day that he is hopefully coming. I have not gotten confirmation that he will be here, but he won't be coming until December. I tell you that because this piece of music we're about to play is designed to be prepared by December, not right now. So what we are playing for you has a chunk of the middle missing. We're going to skip about 60 measures right in the middle and just jump to the end. You may or may not notice it, but just bear in mind that this piece is designed to be completed another month from now, and the goal is that we will make a recording of our finished product, and I will post it on Blackboard for the parents of this ensemble to hear. But this is what we have currently. This is called Sparks, and is written again by Brian Balmages. But before we go into that, I want to tell you about, hopefully this is not new information for parents of people in this ensemble, but for the rest of you, so you know what your students have to look forward to when they get into this ensemble. The Symphonic Band members, in a few weeks' time, will be auditioning, and some members from other ensembles, will be auditioning for the All-District Band. What that ensemble is they compete against everybody in middle school in District 10. And they choose the top performers on every instrument to make their all-district band, and they get to prepare an entire concert starting on a Thursday night. They get to miss school on Friday and go play their instrument all day, and then they perform their concert on Saturday. Thursday night, Friday, performance on Saturday. It's a marathon of band, and they learn and perform a concert in approximately 2 days. And that audition is coming up on December the 8th. Most of them have already registered for this, and several people from the other bands are also auditioning. It's not just these people that are allowed, it's just these guys that are expected to audition for this ensemble. So that's coming up. FYI, there's information on Blackboard, lots of it. The next piece we're going to play here is called Be Still My Soul. Again, a tune that many of you will probably recognize, and another Eat Your Vegetables kind of slow tune that will hopefully be lovely and beautiful for you. which has no cool story anyways. I wanted to thank a few people that made tonight possible. Thank you especially to Ms. Marsha Manning, who was our principal, who was here earlier. I don't know if she's standing in the room right this second. and also Ms. Heather Bausman and Gordon Stokes, who are our assistant principals, who have been incredibly supportive of our band program here. A lot of what you don't see in the opening of a new school is what goes on behind the scenes. And one of the major things that had to go on for this to happen was a very large amount of money had to be procured in order to purchase all of the instruments that we have. Because when we started the high school, the secondary school at the time, we didn't have 2 bands worth of equipment. We had 1 band room and like 1 1.25 bands worth of instruments. So we didn't get to take a lot from over there. They had to purchase a lot of this, and Ms. Manning went through a lot of effort to get the funds to be able to support our program, which speaks volumes of her as a principal. Special thanks to the parents that helped to coordinate everything, the moms who came in and helped to measure for uniforms, and to Ms. Tammy Etner for coordinating the reception that you are all invited to please enjoy afterwards, and to Ms. Bridget Williams for creating our programs. And thank all of you for having your students in band and supporting the arts. Our final tune is called Con Brio. No fun story, it's just a fun piece of music. So here we go, Con Brio.